September 2nd, 1945. The deadliest conflict in human history is finally over. The streets of New York, London, and Paris are flooded with cheering crowds. The good guys won. The evil empire fell. It's a time for celebration, right? Wrong. While the history books love to freeze the frame on the victory parades, the immediate reality of what happened after the confetti was swept away was a living nightmare. The world wasn't saved. It was completely shattered. Over 70 million people were dead. Whole countries were wiped off the map. Today, we are looking at the immediate aftermath of World War II, and why the end of the war was actually the beginning of something much darker. Imagine waking up and your entire city, your home, your bank, your grocery store, your government, simply doesn't exist anymore. In 1945, Europe and parts of Asia were completely unrecognizable. Berlin was practically a mountain of rubble. Tokyo was a burned-out shell. But the biggest problem wasn't the destroyed buildings, it was the people. The immediate aftermath saw the greatest movement of populations in human history. Over 60 million people were displaced. These weren't just soldiers going home. These were concentration camp survivors with nowhere to go. Prisoners of war, forced laborers. Millions of displaced persons lived in makeshift camps for years after the war ended, trapped in a desperate bureaucratic limbo. While the citizens were starving, the victors were playing Monopoly with the globe. Even before the war officially ended, the Allied leaders met to figure out how to divide the spoils. Germany wasn't just defeated, it was sliced into 4 distinct occupation zones. The capital, Berlin, was also carved up, despite being deep inside Soviet territory. Almost immediately, the cracks in the alliance started to show. The United States and Great Britain wanted to rebuild, but the Soviet Union, they wanted a buffer zone, and they wanted revenge. Joseph Stalin used his Red Army to install communist puppet governments across Eastern Europe. Poland, Hungary, Romania, they didn't get liberated, they got a new dictator. Stalin wanted to take 50,000 captured German officers and simply shoot them in the head. The true reckoning was just beginning. Make sure you are subscribed and hit the bell icon, because you won't want to miss part 2.